The room was calm, the only sound the gentle night breeze brushing against the window. Paru and Chanku were already curled up in their warm blankets, their little faces glowing with anticipation. "Papa," Chanku whispered, "today you promised to tell us how Rama met Hanuman." Papa smiled, adjusted his pillow, and began in a soft, steady voice, the kind that always meant an adventure was about to unfold. After blessing Sabri and granting her liberation, Rama and Lakshman continued their search for Sita. Their path led them to the Pampa lake, also called Pampa Sarovar, a calm, breathtaking stretch of the Tungabhadra river. The water glistened under the afternoon sun, lotus flowers swayed gently on its surface, and the air was scented with wild blossoms. Birds chirped merrily while butterflies danced in the breeze. "They must have been so tired," Paru murmured. Papa nodded. They were. So, they bathed in the cool water, drank deeply, and rested for a while before continuing toward the Rishyamukha hills. High upon those hills lived Sugriva, the Monkey King, with 4 trusted ministers. Among them was the wisest and most loyal of all, Hanuman. But Sugriva's heart was heavy. His elder brother Bali had unjustly seized the throne of Kishkindha, taken Sugriva's wife and child, and forced him into hiding. Only the Rishyamukha hills kept him safe. Bali could not step here because of a curse. One afternoon, Sugriva spotted 2 tall, strong men approaching, armed with bows and arrows. His eyes narrowed. Could they be Bali's spies? Sugriva sent Hanuman to investigate. Clever as ever, Hanuman disguised himself as an old wandering sage and approached the strangers politely. When Rama spoke, explaining their journey and the abduction of Sita, Hanuman's heart leapt. This was no ordinary prince, this was the very lord he had been waiting to serve. Hanuman shed his disguise and revealed his true majestic form. Rama smiled warmly and stepped forward. They embraced, and in that moment, 2 celestial beings met as if they had known each other for eternity. The touch of their divine forms sent a quiet wave of joy through the forest. Hanuman then bent down, lifted both Rama and Lakshman effortlessly onto his enormous shoulders, and with mighty leaps, carried them up the hill to Sugriva's hidden cave. Inside the cave, Sugriva listened intently to Rama's story. Then he brought out a small cloth bundle. "This," Sugriva said, "fell from the sky. A woman was crying and calling your name as she dropped it. These must be her jewels." When Rama untied the bundle, familiar ornaments lay before him. Tears welled in his eyes, and his hands trembled as he touched them. Lakshman looked away, unable to watch his brother's grief. Sugriva vowed to help Rama find Sita, but asked for Rama's help in defeating Bali in return. They performed a sacred friendship ritual, promising loyalty to each other for life. Following Rama's plan, Sugriva challenged Bali to combat. But Bali's strength was unmatched, and Sugriva was quickly overpowered. Rama had planned to strike Bali with an arrow, but he held back. The brothers looked so alike that he feared hitting the wrong one. Sugriva, battered and humiliated, accused Rama of breaking his word. Rama explained gently, "I could not distinguish you from your brother. Next time, wear this garland so I can tell you apart." With the garland around his neck, Sugriva returned to challenge Bali again. Bali's wife, Tara, tried to stop him. She sensed something dangerous, a shadow of fate moving in. But Bali, proud and fearless, brushed aside her warnings and rushed into the fight. As the duel raged, Rama stepped out from his hiding place and released a single, unerring arrow. It pierced Bali's chest. Staggering, Bali turned to Rama. Why kill me like this? I could have helped you find your wife. What wrong have I done to deserve this? Rama's voice was calm, his words firm. You committed a grave sin, you took your brother's wife as your own. A brother's wife is like your sister. Such an act breaks the law of Dharma. Understanding his mistake, Bali bowed his head. As his final breath left him, Rama touched his forehead, and Bali's soul merged into the eternal light. Tara arrived, her eyes filled with grief. Rama spoke gently, easing her sorrow by explaining the truth. Sugriva and Bali's young son performed the last rites with honor. Sugriva was crowned king once more, and Rama advised him, spend a little time with your family, but remember our mission to find Sita. Rama and Lakshman waited at Pravashana hills, sheltering in a quiet cave. But days passed, and Sugriva, lost in the joys of his restored kingdom, forgot his promise. Hanuman, ever faithful, reminded him, do not forget Rama's help. If you turn ungrateful, he can defeat you just as he defeated Bali. Sugriva realized his error and ordered his monkey warriors to begin the search immediately. Seeing Rama's sadness, Lakshman's temper blazed. Bow in hand, he marched into Kishkindha. The twang of his bowstring echoed like thunder, sending fear through the monkey court. When he confronted Sugriva, the king bowed in apology and assured him that the search parties were already out. The tension eased, and the two reconciled. Sugriva came before Rama and vowed, from now on, I will never leave your side. Papa closed his eyes briefly, as though picturing the scene. Then he smiled at Paru and Chanku. And so, my little ones, began one of the greatest chapters in the Ramayana, the journey to Lanka. Paru yawned but her eyes sparkled. Tomorrow, will you tell us about Hanuman's leap? Tomorrow, Papa promised, tucking them in, you'll hear of a leap so great it shook the skies.